Being a horror fan, it's hard to find something that really elevates itself above a certain subgenre. Usually you find the typical low-budget horror movies that follow the same tropes as every other low-budget horror movie, trying to make their mark but falling into the quagmire of typical tropes. The Hell House LLC had a few warning signs. It was found footage, a trope that has kind of tired out. We've seen too many of it in almost every iteration of it. Again, this was about a poltergeist in a house, something else that we've seen many times before. And I just felt that going into this was too many red alerts to say this is going to be that good a movie. But being the eternal optimist that I am, I marched on to check out Hell House LLC, and I am so glad I did. The basic story is all about this company, this group of people, and I say company, it's basically 5 or 6 people who run a yearly show called Hell House. They create this spooky haunted house for patrons to come, go through, get scared, leave, and leave all their money at the door and have a good time. This is their business model, and now they've moved to Abaddon, where they're going to move into the Abaddon Hotel, which is a rather place that's a bit like a maze, has all these different kind of rooms. It's hard to get the geography of the place. And as you would expect with these kind of movies, it has a torrid past. It has something odd in this house, something that is messing with the people there. We follow this makeshift documentary as we get the group of people from Hell House going out to Abaddon and starting to set up camp, starting to set up the Hell House itself, moving into it and living there where they decorate and get things ready. And wouldn't you believe it, lots of spooky and scary things happen. This is interspersed with somebody who is giving an interview to a documentarian who's telling them about that evening and what happened. There is a great mystery in this movie as to some horrid event that happened on a certain night, the opening night of Hell House. We don't find out what that is to the end, and it's one of the things about horror movies that I really do love, when they add in a mystery that you really want to get to figure out what went on, what happened, how did it happen. And the mystery here, it gives you tidbits all the way through the movie, drip feeding it to you, giving you just enough information to make you go, aha, what's next? And it keeps you going that path. And I love the mystery, and I love the answer at the end of it, which you do get an answer. This isn't one of these movies that leaves you hanging at the end for as if it's doing something grander than it actually is. We get a host of characters that it's easy to latch onto, easy to like, to see their motivations and why they're all doing what they're doing, and to see them in the house and start to feel for them as they get picked off or things happen to them throughout the movie. So you get these great characters, you get this great mystery, and then it really brings something spectacular to the mix, and that is a fantastic sense of atmosphere. This really layers it up through its cutting, through its audio devices that it uses, interspersed with certain sounds over different images. It builds up the legacy of the hotel, the city legacy of what happened to all these people. It builds it up. It gives you these really creepy moments that are all done practically. There's not much CGI here, and you don't really need it. They do it old school, and it works terrifically well. Whether it be a mannequin that is sitting on the ground and they pass by it, it's looking one way, and when they turn back, it's looking directly at them. Things like that that just make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up with fright. This movie does that countless times throughout. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I was enthralled watching Hell House LLC. It's one of the best horror movies I've seen recently. It's something that I've bypassed many times and never clicked play, and I'm so happy I did. I want to recommend this to everybody out there. If you love horror movies, this is one that is going to get under your skin, as it did with mine. Please turn the lights off, turn the sound up, and get enveloped in this terrific story and fantastic atmosphere around characters that you genuinely can buy into and attune to. I think it's a really terrific movie that I can't praise highly enough. I would love to know your opinion of this movie, so let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on Hell House LLC, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.